A woman in Ohio brought her RAV4 in for a $30 oil change. She walked out with a $760 bill. Brake fluid flush, heating and air conditioning cleaning, cabin air filter, engine air filter, and a fuel injection service she never asked for. Not a single one of those services was listed in her Toyota maintenance schedule at that mileage. And that is not an isolated story. That is the business model. Every dealership service department in this country runs on one simple strategy: convince you that your perfectly healthy car is about to fall apart, and then charge you a 500% markup to fix a problem that does not exist. One of these scams is so profitable that a former service advisor admitted on hidden camera that they are trained to push it on every single customer. The first thing they count on is that you have never opened your glove box. Here is what happens at almost every dealership oil change in America. You drop off your car for a routine service. 20 minutes later, a service advisor walks into the waiting room holding a filthy air filter. He tells you it is yours. He tells you it needs to be replaced immediately. Then he quotes you somewhere between $80 and $200 to swap it out. That filter costs $12. I can buy the same exact OEM filter on Amazon for $15 and have it at my door by tomorrow. But here is the part that should make your blood boil. Replacing a cabin air filter on a Toyota Camry, a Honda CR-V, a Mazda CX-5, or a Subaru Outback takes less than 60 seconds. No tools. You open the glove box, press 2 tabs, pull the old filter out, slide the new one in. Done. And what they're showing you might not even be your filter. Haynes Manuals, one of the most respected names in automotive repair, has documented that some shops keep pre-staged dirty filters on hand specifically to show customers. A woman on TikTok tested this herself. She installed a brand new cabin air filter in her Toyota 4Runner the night before a dealer visit. The next morning, the service advisor told her the filter was extremely dirty and recommended replacement. She had put it in 12 hours earlier. And it gets worse. A Honda Odyssey owner noticed the dirty filter the dealer showed him was shaped differently than the one that actually fits his car. The dealer had grabbed a filter from a completely different generation vehicle. So what does this cost you over time? If your dealer charges you $150 for this job every 15,000 miles and you keep your car for 10 years, that is over $1,000 for a part that costs $12 and a job that takes 1 minute. But a marked up filter is pocket change compared to what happens when you sit down for your 30,000-mile service. This is the most profitable play in every dealership service department, and it works because it sounds terrifying. You bring your car in for routine maintenance, and the advisor tells you that your brake fluid is degraded, your coolant is breaking down, and your transmission fluid needs to be flushed immediately. He calls your car a ticking time bomb. Then he hands you a bill for over $500. Here is what he does not tell you. Most U.S. Toyota owner's manuals do not list a specific brake fluid replacement interval. That is not a mistake. Toyota engineers designed the system to be inspected, not flushed on a calendar. The dealership has its own maintenance schedule, and that schedule is designed to maximize revenue, not protect your engine. And here is the proof that this is systematic. A CBC marketplace investigation sent hidden cameras into dealership service departments. A former service advisor said it plainly on tape. When you are a service advisor, you are a salesperson. You have to upsell them. That is not a theory. That is an admission. And the inconsistency is staggering. One Toyota owner called 3 different dealerships and asked when brake fluid should be changed. The first said every 20,000 miles. The second said 40,000 miles. The third said 30,000 miles. 3 Toyota dealers, 3 completely different answers. None of them could point to a page in the owner's manual because it is not there. So what does this triple flush actually cost you versus doing it yourself? A brake fluid drain and fill at home costs $35. Coolant, $25. Transmission fluid, $30. Total, about $90 for all three. The dealer charges $170 for the brake flush alone. Add coolant and transmission, and you are past $560. And they will push this package at 30,000, 60,000, and 90,000 miles, whether your fluid's needed or not. And if you think paying $500 for unnecessary flushes is outrageous, the next one is the most insulting service in the entire department. They are charging you hundreds of dollars to pour a $5 bottle into your gas tank. A RAV4 owner brought his car in for the 30,000-mile checkup, and he got a call from the service department. They wanted $100 for throttle body cleaning and $200 for fuel injection service. His car had zero symptoms, no check engine light, no rough idle, no drop in fuel economy. Here's the scare tactic they used. The advisor told him the throttle body could cost $1,200 to replace if something goes wrong, so a $100 cleaning now would save him from disaster later. That sounds reasonable until you understand what the service actually involves. In many cases, fuel injection cleaning means pouring a chemical additive into your gas tank. That is it. The same chemical that Chevron sells as Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner for $4.94 at Walmart. Here's what the manufacturers actually say about this. Mazda specifically warns owners in the maintenance manual not to use aftermarket fuel system additives. Car Talk's expert mechanics reviewed this service and called it a wallet flush. They confirmed that the typical dealer cost runs between $150 and $200, and that the service is almost never listed in owners' manuals. A Corolla owner with just 18,000 miles on her car was quoted $230 for fuel injection service. Her brother is a mechanic. He told her that upsells do not work on people who know what they are looking at. And that is exactly the point. These services survive because most owners have never cracked open their owner's manual. They trust the advisor because he is standing in a building with the manufacturer's logo on the wall. But that advisor works on commission. His job is to find services to sell you. A $300 cleaning that uses a $5 product is the highest margin play in the building. So here's what owners who actually keep their Japanese cars past 300,000 miles do differently. They follow the owner's manual, not the dealer's recommendation sheet, not the service advisor's opinion, not the poster on the wall in the waiting room. The manual. Change your own cabin and engine air filters every 15 to 20,000 miles. Costs $12 to $25 and takes 60 seconds. Use top-tier gasoline and skip the fuel injection cleaning entirely. Buy a $5 brake fluid tester on Amazon and check your own fluid before letting anyone flush it. And if a service advisor recommends something, ask one question. Show me where the manufacturer requires this. If he cannot point to a page in the manual, walk away. And over a decade of ownership, dealer upsells cost the average owner $3,000 to $5,000 in services that were either unnecessary or could have been done at home for under $300. The marked up filters, the triple flush ambush, the wallet flush injection cleaning. These are not maintenance. They are profit centers built on the assumption that you will never check. If this changed how you think about your next service visit, subscribe. I have a video coming about what dealers do not tell you about your transmission, and it makes all of this look minor. Your owner's manual is the only maintenance schedule that matters. Everything else is someone else's profit margin.